Welcome back to our Breezy 5-in-1 special, everyone, in which it's time for Jeopardy for the SNES. Back in 2013, when we originally did this game, we ended up losing with no money. Let's see if we can turn that around. This is also going to count as game 30 of my original run, in which I've won $1,203,198. And in our bank, we have $934,142. But I'm not ready to stop there. I want to keep going. So let's do it. Let's go pound that stone.
This is Jeopardy!
There I am. There's my opponents. Let's play the Jeopardy round.
Here are the categories.
We're going to play with these categories. Nicknames, human vision, rules, Revolutionary War, the comics, and finally, food. Okay. I'll take the categories as they are, and I'll start with the comics for 100.
The answer is...
There's a statue of him in Crystal City, Texas, spinach capital of the world. Who is Popeye? Let's have the comics for 200, please.
The answer is...
Neighbor whom Dennis the Menace mostly menaces. Who is Mr. Wilson? The comics for 300.
The answer is...
Batman's enemy, the Joker, has hair this color. What is... I believe it's green. So what is green? Uh-huh. The comics 400.
The answer is...
The adjective that most often describes Hagar. What is horrible? Horrible is right. And the comics for 500.
The answer is...
In 1969, the crew of Apollo 10 named its lunar module after this comic strip pet. Who is Snoopy? Well done in the comics. We have $1,500. Next category will be food for 100.
The answer is...
Prickly pears are plucked from this type of plant. What is a cactus? That's right. Let's have food for 200.
The answer is...
Guinness says the longest pork one ever made stretched over 8 miles in length. What is a sausage? Could I have food for 300, please?
The answer is...
A spaghetti sauce made of basil, pine nuts, garlic, and olive oil. Oh, and Rob beat me to the buzzer. And got it right. It was pesto. Ah, but it's okay. We're just getting started. Let's see where Rob goes next. He's going to go to rules for 100.
The answer is...
Fine choice. The rules of Monopoly state that when you win when this happens to all other players. What is bankruptcy? I'd like rules for 200.
The answer is...
The IRS says you must use this form if your taxable income is $50,000 or more. What is a 1040? Oh, that's raw? Oh, I had to be more specific. Oh, I had to put the whole thing. You have to use the Form 1040. Form 1040. They couldn't just take 1040. You had to put the whole thing. That's okay. We're going to keep going. Nicknames 100.
The answer is...
Not Ronald Reagan's nationality, but his boyhood nickname. What is Dutch? Nicknames 200.
The answer is...
The Cooperative for American Relief Everywhere is better known by this name. What is CARE? Nicknames 3.
The answer is...
Name Indians gave the cavalry because they carried swords. Rob's going to try this one. Let's see if he knows it. Does Rob know the answer? Long knives. Oh, okay. That takes Rob up to $800, and he gets to make the next selection as we continue. Rules for 300.
The answer is.
According to the rules of lacrosse, they're the only players allowed to touch the ball with their hands. Who are the goalies? Or what are the goalies? I'll take rules for 400.
The answer is.
Robert's Rules of Order says you can withdraw one of these anytime before a vote without a second. What is a ballot? No. That is wrong. See if Rob knows this one. It's a motion. Oh, okay. That's alright. Bit of a teeter-totter battle between Rob and I right now, but we're going to continue. Food for 400.
The answer is.
The FDA forbids the use of the word caviar alone on a label unless it comes from this type of fish. What is a sturgeon? Food for 500. Daily double. I'm going to go all in. Mangoes are a common ingredient in this pungent Indian relish. What is chutney? I'll take nicknames.
The answer is.
Janis Joplin's nickname in her posthumous album. What is Pearl? That's right. Nickname's 500.
The answer is.
Her mother, Lady Elizabeth Bowes Lyon, called her Lilibet. Sue buzzes in for the very first time this game, but does she have a right answer? She does. Queen Elizabeth II. Alright. Well done, Sue. Well done. And we're going to go to the Revolutionary War for 100.
The answer is.
Baron von Steuben trained the men at this Pennsylvania camp during the winter of 1777 to 78. What is Valley Forge? Let's have a Revolutionary War for 200.
The answer is.
On June 16, 1775, Americans began to dig into this hill next to Bunker Hill. Sue. And that hill is Breed's Hill. Sue gets it right. She goes up to $700. Let's see where she goes next. Staying with the Revolutionary War. All right.
The answer is.
Before we had the Daughters of Revolution, we had the Sons of This, who fought the Stamp Act. Rob. Liberty. Oh, okay, the Sons of Liberty. That makes sense. That is okay. Rob goes up to 1,500, and he makes the next selection as we continue. Human Vision 100.
The answer is.
People with this deficiency get mad and can't see red. What is color blindness? Let's have Human Vision for 200, please.
The answer is.
Snooty specks on a stick. Sue. Oh, it's a lorgnette. Oh, okay. Lorgnette. Anyways, we have 6 clues left. Human Vision 300.
The answer is.
Called hyperopia, it's the side of myopia. What is farsightedness? Good. 400, please. Human Vision.
The answer is.
These were first made in 1887 by German physiologist A.E. Fick. What are contact lenses? And human vision for 500, please.
The answer is
You have to keep an eye on this MD. What's an ophthalmologist? And I spelled it right. Okay. Revolutionary War.
the answer is
He was aide-de-camp and secretary to General Washington, who later made him a cabinet secretary. Who is Alexander Hamilton? Oh. There. The struggle is real here. And Revolutionary War for 500.
the answer is
George Rogers Clark helped the U.S. gain this territory, which included present-day Michigan and Ohio. Sue. It's the Northwest Territory. And we have one clue left on the board for $500, so let's go ahead and take a look at it right now, please.
the answer is
In chess, the rook and these two pieces are the only ones that can move the entire length of the board. What are the queen and bishop? So at the end of the Jeopardy round, I have $7,300, Rob $1,500, Sue $1,400. So Sue goes first in double Jeopardy. So we're first in the card. Here we go.
here are the
Two
categories.
daily doubles up there somewhere, and we have these categories. Firsts, department stores, art, ants, bicycle parts, and finally, inventors. I feel good about these categories, so no, I don't want to change them. I'm going to leave them. Sue, you're in third place. Let's start with you. Department stores, 200.
The answer is
Completes the phrase, does Macy's tell what is Gimbals? Department stores for 400.
the answer is
Department store featured in the films Splash and Moscow on the Hudson. What is Bloomingdale's? Department store 600.
the answer is
Last name of a Detroit store owner or the car named for him. Was Hudson? Department stores for 800.
the answer is
At the turn of the century, this Chicago merchant was the world's largest dry goods retailer. Who is Marshall Field? And let's have department stores for 1,000.
the answer is
While many chains started in New York or Chicago, his began in Kimmerer, Wyoming. Who is J.C. Penney? That's going to put me over $10,000. $10,300 as a matter of fact. I'd like ants for 200.
the answer is
Though we call Americas the original 13, ants lived in these long before that. What are colonies? Ants for 400.
the answer is
After the queen makes her one mating flight, she has no need for these and chews them off. What are wings? I'd like ants for 600. One of the two daily doubles, I'm going to go all in. The echidna, pangolin, and aardvark, for example. What are anteaters? Ants for 800.
The answer is
Antennas serve ants as organs of all senses except this. What is sight? Ants for 1,000.
the answer is
These ants don't eat wood, only chew out holes big enough to build their nests. What are carpenter ants? Art for 200.
the answer is
He painted old women of Aral as well as young women of Tahiti. Who is Paul Gauguin? Look at all this cash we're racking up here. I'd like art for 400.
the answer is
Tesserae are the small cubes or shaped pieces held in place by plaster, cement, or putty in one of these. What is a mosaic? Art for 600.
the answer is
He painted bird illustrations in addition to writing poems about birds like the owl and the pussycat. I'll give this one to Sue because I don't really remember. Oh, Edward Lear. Duh. Alright. Sue takes second place and it's up to $2,000. Where's she going to go next? Inventors and inventions for 200.
The answer is
Answer there. The Book of Invention says the Rolex Oyster was the first watch that was completely this. What is waterproof? Inventors and inventions for 400.
the answer is
In 1948, Peter Goldmark devised this, usually abbreviated LP. What is the long playing record? Inventors and inventions for 600.
the answer is
Its claimed element number 102 was first isolated at the Swedish Institute named for this inventor, who was Alfred Nobel. Inventors and inventions for 800.
the answer is
As a teenager, he invented an automatic surgical stapler and later perfected an artificial heart. Who is Dr. Robert Jarvik? Or Robert Jarvik, however you say it. Inventors and inventions for 1,000.
the answer is
In the 18th century, this city in England produced the first steel razors. What is Staffordshire? It's Sheffield. But with $25,200 right now, I ain't gonna complain. Oh, Rob doesn't have a clue. He drops all the way down to $500. Let's see if Sue knows the answer. Sheffield, yeah. Right? First for 200.
the answer
Let's
is
try that category. The Sumerians, not Fred Flintstone, got this rolling around 3500 BC. What is the wheel? First for 400.
the answer is
Appropriately named comic strip, which was the first to appear in a newspaper in color. What is the Yellow Kid? There. First for 600.
the answer is
The first Trans-US highway was completed from New York to here. What is San Francisco? That's right. First for 800.
The answer is.
First president to be inaugurated in Washington, D.C. Well, let's see if Rob knows this any better than I do, because I can't quite remember. Oh, it's Thomas Jefferson, of course. Rob's up to $1,300, but he still trails me by a margin. Art for 800.
The answer is.
Term collectors use for the total number of prints made from one plate during one printing. What is an edition? I'll take art for 1,000.
The answer is.
The art form surrealism began as a literary movement inspired by this French movement. What was Dadaism? Yeah. First for 1,000.
The answer is.
Dan Goldenpaul founded both this first radio quiz show and an almanac of the same name. What is information, please? So it looks like the other daily doubles in the category of bicycle parts. Looking good. Oh, boop. Thank you. There you go. Come on. Let's take bicycle parts for 200.
The answer is.
Not there. Steal the body of a bike, but make it look like someone else did it. Oh, Rob beat me to the buzzer. Ah. Frame. Yep. Rob's up to $1,500. Where's he going to go next? 400. Is the daily double there?
The answer is.
No. With this type of break, you won't leave rings. Thank you. What is a coaster? $600.
The answer is.
You can get a good grip on this mustache, but don't do it in public. Ah! Rob beat me to the buzzer again. He's trying desperately to get in on the buzzer. Handlebar. Now Rob has a 50-50 shot at getting the daily double. Is it in the $800 clue?
The answer is.
It is not. Just the extremity to get the bike going. And I got it. Yes. What is the pedal? And the last clue is all mine because it is the other daily double. All in, please. Said something about the wheel. What is spoke? Putting me at $60,800. Woo! So it looks like the 31st game will be in order soon. And we're going to add more money to the bank. First, we need to get a Final Jeopardy category going. Our Final Jeopardy category is North America. Okay. $39,199 is good. Maine is the only state that borders this Canadian province. I'm gonna say was New Brunswick. I'm pretty sure that's right. Is it indeed New Brunswick?
The Final Jeopardy answer is.
The correct answer is New Brunswick. So we're going to be adding $99,999 to the bank. Whew, Nelly. Now, at this point, in my original run, let's go ahead and start the end music, please. In my original run of this game, I'm up to $1,303,197. In our Breezy 5-1 bank, we have $1,034,141. So now our Breezy 5-1 special bank is worth more than $1 million. But